I've always thought of my dog Chance as special. He loves being on camera. He takes direction well and always manages to give the perfect shot. You might even say he's a bit of a ham. And it's no surprise because I found Chance from behind the lens of a camera. He was a lost dog who wandered onto the set of a movie I was shooting.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, puppy, you're ruining the shot.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you union? Are you union?
When he started showing up in the videos on the Pet Collective, a lot of people started asking what kind of dog he is. And since he was a lost dog when I found him, I've never known. I started to wonder if there might be some benefits to learning what kind of dog he is, so I could learn a little more about where he came from and know my dog a little better. I headed to the Moore Park Veterinary Hospital for a DNA test to put the question to bed once and for all.
You want this one? I think that's the main thing what this DNA test does is it just gives people peace of mind exactly what their mixed breed dog is. And it can let you know like if the dog is predisposed to any health issues down the road. It can help the veterinarian know if you say my dog is this mix, it can give them a heads up, hey, this dog's predisposed to these diseases down the road as they get older. And a lot of people ask, what is your dog? They can say this is exactly what my dog is. Okay, and then we're gonna go into exam room. And this is where we're gonna pull the blood. It can predict your dog's likely adult weight. It, pre-screens for breed-related risks of genetic diseases. And then two, it kind of helps the veterinarian know too, information so you guys can create wellness programs. If the doctor knows, hey, your dog might be at risk for thyroid disease, you guys can start screening early and maybe catch it early. There's 235 breeds and types and varieties that this checks. I know in the past there were ones with cheek swabs, but I don't think they were as accurate.
Okay.
So this one is done with a blood test. Our big goal is, since a lot of these dogs are like family to a lot of the people that own them, it's basically getting this test so we know what their genetic breed is and we can help them live long, happy lives.
What would you guess before I tell you anything that people have said about him?
Mine, I would say Collie, and maybe Shepherd.
That's exactly what I would guess.
So off we go. So what they do is they give you a printout of what your dog is with the breeds of dogs on it, kind of like a genetic chain, and then it'll tell you it's mixed with this percentage and this percentage versus this percentage.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you
This is
so much.
Chance.
This is Chance.
Hi.
Yes.
How are you?
So it's Chance's big day today, and he gets to find out who he is. He showed that he is a collie mix, but he's actually mixed with this unique little guy called a German Spitz. It's a pretty rare little breed. So he has a little less than 20% of a dog called a Polish lowland sheepdog.
He has no shepherd in him?
There is absolutely no German Shepherd in him.
Oh my God.
I know. Oh no.
The test results were shocking. I'd always seen my dog as being part of the shepherd family, so I was surprised to learn he wasn't even part shepherd. The doctor went on to explain that Chance's parents were a mixed breed collie mix who was mostly sheepdog and a purebred German Spitz. She told me that his personality matches his combination perfectly. He's loyal like a collie, but independent like a Spitz. What she told me next really surprised me.
The cool thing about the company that does this genetic testing is it tells us their breed, but it also medically makes a difference because collies specifically are actually predisposed to certain genetic problems.
Oh, really?
And so what they've done for Chance is they've gone ahead and screened him for some of those tests, and there actually was something that turned positive that we need to talk about today. They checked him for this drug sensitivity. This is a printout from the university that does that specific genetic test. And it goes through and talks about all the different medications that Chance should try to avoid. And so that's really important for his veterinarian to know that he tested.
Oh, erythromycin or something?
Yeah. So there's some pretty common medications that we would use for treating an infection, for treating mites. So while satisfying our curiosity, medically it makes a huge difference for Chance that we've run this test.
Now that I know more about who my dog is, I know more about keeping him safe and alive for as long as possible. I've always thought of Chance as a great dog. Now I know a little more about where that greatness comes from.